Hey guys, it's me, it's Constance with Charming Custom Crafts here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And I have a special treat. For those who are looking at my challenge, I think you're all afraid to do certain things. I wanted you to think outside the box, so I thought I'd show you. I know that there are a few of you that said, I don't know how to do it, I don't have the supplies to do it. Well, you might be surprised. The two that I have, well, one I'm working on, and one that I am about to show you. And then my mother's making one that you guys are going to flip out on. So I'm hoping that you guys are going to like these. I have explained to you guys about how this challenge is about the Mickey Mouse ears in an ornament form. Now I told you if you look them up, there are characters galore. Disney sells them with different styles of character, out of the ordinary, abstract. They are fabulous. This is what gave me the idea, because I would personally love to have every one of them, but there are so many Disney characters I can't keep up with that. But I thought I'd put this challenge out, and of course you guys see that I have some garland. This is left over from my daughter's birthday, which was Finding Nemo. Though this is not Finding Nemo theme, it is still Under the Ocean theme. And I know that you guys should recognize this character right off the bat. And this is by the colors. And you're going to have a cow when you find out actually what I made to use it. Obviously one's going to be, or a couple of them are going to be very obvious. But I wanted to show you how easy it can be from everyday things. This is the reason why I always tell people, I hate that song. How easy to use everyday items, and the fact that I can go through your house and probably make an easy small area for crafting by what you have in your junk drawers, what you have in your tools, all kinds of things that I can teach anybody how to go through their junk drawers. And I'm hoping that I will find somebody maybe in the future that I can actually go into their home and actually share that with them. If there is somebody in the Tampa Bay area that would love for me to go in and help you start your craft area by the things you have at home. I grew up repurposing, recycling, repurpose, reuse. And I know this probably sounds off, but we didn't have a lot of money growing up. So my mother and my brothers and I would go looking for things that could be used. We would go on the curb every so often, and we would find these furniture. We didn't actually totally go out. You know, we drive by, we walk by, and mostly my mom, we walked with my mom, because my mom, still to this day, at almost 71, does not have her driver's license. She's had her temps, but I've actually taken her driving, and I won't take her. She's a good driver until oncoming traffic comes, so she's a little edgy, which a lot of people are. Anyway, we would take old furniture, we would take it home, strip it, re-pad it, re-upholster it, nail it, everything, and you would never know that it was something off the curb. This is the way I grew up. This is the way my mom had extra money. She also makes quilts galore. She has over 250 that I'm going to be putting up for sale for her. My goal is to go home the first week of August, and if anybody wants a handmade quilt, old-fashioned, damn good quality, Walmart, Kohl's, nobody can do this quality as my mother. If you can remember your grandmother, great-grandmother who made these or had these, let me know. She has anywhere from baby to king size, every size you can imagine. So let me know on that. Anyway, getting back to the challenge. I have a few people that would like to try it, but again, don't have the supplies. But I want to show you how easy this is. I can tell you right now, I used a candy container and 2 styrofoam balls. That's it. That and other supplies. Those are the simplest things that I could tell you that you can go out and get. So I actually went and got a Certs container. You know, the icebreaker ones. I got the cinnamon one, the red hot cinnamon, which is like my favorite. I do like spearmint and peppermint. Spearmint's probably my second, then peppermint is my third. So just note that this is how easy it is. I bonused and got some candy, obviously, so I've been working on eating that, but I had to dump it into a bag so that I could work on it because I wanted the container. I ended up taking the container, and I went to Lowe's, and I have it right here, and I bought a basic little fine grit scrubber. Now you can see that I've actually used it to scrub. I scrubbed it down so it wasn't so smooth, to have a little bit more of a rough texture for anything that I posed to put on it. I took the 2 styrofoam balls, took a sharp knife, and I cut down 2 slices and chunked out enough to where it will slide on both sides. Now I haven't showed you this because I don't want to show you this until I get to the end. And I know that people are going, no. I'll explain it more as I go through the video. But I cut those, I glued them on, I Mod Podged it just enough with tissue paper, and you don't have to have Mod Podge glue. Go out and get you Elmer's glue. This is the perfect time of the year. Matter of fact, after school starts, the supplies get very cheap. The glue sticks are linen-free and acid-free. Grab them, they get extremely cheap. Grab, of course, the regular glue and stick them back. Because I personally will go through them on projects like this. I take the regular glue, add a little bit of water to it, though this time I use the Mod Podge just because I want to get rid of it and use it all. And then I added low water, so now I have a full bottle. Yeah, I have so many types of glue that I've collected over the years to do different projects. Anyway, so I want to show you how easy this is you take the search container, you cut the 2 styrofoam balls, you put them on both sides and push them in together. And then I took tissue paper, just plain tissue paper, it didn't matter. I have a bunch left over from parties and stuff, and I'll go to the dollar store and pick it up. Metallic is my favorite to use for different projects. But anyway, you take the tissue paper and you take the glue after you stick it down and you glue them down, and then you got your ears and you got the search container. So now you have your ears and you got the face. Now you can go half hat or you can go full hat, but that happened to be a full circle, perfect size for typical. Let me see if I can grab the styrofoam balls. I actually have them out. These are Walmart, so you can go to Walmart and you'd be surprised what you can use. Now these are just the 2.5-inch ball with a search container that I use. I have 2 left. I have plans to use it on another Mickey Mouse ornament. My husband fell in love with this. My daughter has not seen it yet. And she's going to flip. She's going to want this, but I don't want to totally show her. I know she keeps up with me. I want to save it back for Christmas. It's going to be a gift to her within a gift, and I will explain that. So I actually bought her a stuffed animal like this, though I have to do surgery on it. It has, I have to take it into operation for surgery. It has a little hole in the stuffed animal, so I need to fix it. So it's sitting at my table and I'm going, oh, wow, okay, what am I going to use? So I started using a project and I'm going, or material, and I started running out and I'm like, well, wait a minute. I have these other colors. This will work perfect. When I start a project, it's usually from the hip and I don't know how it's going to turn out until the very end, which is my favorite, though sometimes I think too much and the project takes on a whole new meaning and it ends up being extremely complicated. I mean, if you saw the sugar plum pup that I did of a layout, it's beautiful. It was thought out for way too long. That's why it got very detailed. So anyway, so this project went a different way than I originally planned, but it came out beautiful, and I'm trying to hide this. This is the reason why I'm going to put this video up. My daughter follows me. I'm hoping she doesn't catch this. And if she does, she'll probably say something. So if my daughter sees it, hint, hint, please let me know, because then I have to do another present. And don't be afraid to, my daughter Kim. Please let me know. Because I have other things that I want to do for her. Anyway, this came out beautiful. And it went a different way. And the colors came out perfect because I intended on using full red, like candy apple red. But when I got done with those colors and I didn't have any more to do the other ear, I realized, well, wait, I have this other color, and the color that I used when I put it next to the stuffed animal ended up working out because Ariel is what I did, and Ariel colors worked out because her hair is slightly different red. It's not totally red, so candy apple didn't work. So I did Ariel, and I think it came out adorable. And you guys know, if you watch my Christmas videos, in my Christmas shares, this year I did beach theme. So I had some leftover shells. So I do hope that you like it. Here is what I made, and I put this here so that you can see. It is not the same color, and I'll share that in a minute. Matter of fact, I just see she's floating. This is where I said it does not have to be Mickey. It's just the whole concept of the icon. So this ended up being just a slight orange to this red. I thought I had blood red, but I have a darker one. I might have used them all because I know a lot of you guys were asking me flowers, but I'm boxed. I have 10 boxes of flowers and stems of beads and stuff. But I actually use them. I've actually probably used a box in the last year, and since before Christmas, but I'm now working on using them faster. But anyway, I ended up taking the search container. This is a search container, and you'll see it more as proof when I get to the back. So I used the styrofoam balls, like I said, and I cut out a notch about this deep and about this long, and I chunked out, like if you were logging, I don't know, like not really like putting a dowel in it, but like if you were putting a square dowel through the side, so that you had like a whole open space. And then I just glued them to the top here, and it's the top, and you'll see why. And then I Mod Podged it just enough after sanding down the search container, and of course I took off the stickers. So it worked out the way I wanted, and I actually started right here and tried to make sure it was even all the way across. And then I kept going with the flowers. These are paper flowers, if you did not notice it. I left the green on for a little bit of edge to it, and it worked for what the other character I was planning on doing, but this worked even better for Ariel because of the green for seaweed. So, you know, there's not a lot of it, but you will see it here and there. I wanted to concentrate more on Ariel once I started this. So I got around to here, and I started going up around the one ear, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to run out. And I used a huge pack of flowers. I used my shank cutter, and I cut them off the stems, and I just started gluing them on. And I reinforced it, of course, with another sealer so they wouldn't come off. So they came out beautiful, and I thought, oh, well, you know what? It came out that way. Again, it was next to the stuffed animal. Pardon me, that I am working on, and I'll show you that at the end where you can see, and I'll put it in the picture too so that everybody can see where the colors came from when I started realizing, oh crap, I didn't have enough of this particular color, which is fine. It worked great for me. So I went looking for a color, and you'll see the stuffed animal at the end, and it was a stuffed animal idea once I started. Or stuffed pillow, it's a stuffed pillow. So the color worked, and I'll explain what I did to that in a minute. So with looking at this, I was looking, okay, well, Ariel is not only a fish, human fish, whatever you, amphibian, human, amphibian, whatever. So I wanted to do something really cool, but I remembered Ariel in this pretty little pink and white dress before she got married that she used, and I thought, oh wait, I have a ribbon with lace on it that works. So I took that ribbon and lace and I wrapped it, and I'll show you the back of it in a minute, but you could clearly see that it's got the ribbon here and it's sewn into this beautiful little lace on the side. And then I thought, oh well, you know, she's got shells for a bra. So I took some purple shells and I painted them purple, and then I took some shimmer mist. You can't probably tell a whole lot, but it's just enough in it to where you can see the edges a little bit more if you see it in person. And then of course you can't have shells without pearls. Because it's oyster shells. Come on. There's always a pearl at the end. So I put 3 little pearls. This is a jewelry embellishment. That means it was not jewelry. It was originally straight up made for embellishing. So I took the one that has gems this way, and I thought, how beautiful can that be? Because it reminded me of the hair clip she had in her hair, I think, for her wedding. And I think it actually, it's not exactly the same, but it kind of reminded me of like her veil and crown. So I was like, well, that's just beautiful. Now, what I did to the flowers here on this side, I took a Angel Mist green shimmer that reminded me more of the shimmer that was on the pillowcase. So I took that and I sprayed it out, and I took a little paintbrush and went in here. So you can see like the gold, I don't know if you can see it too well. You can see the goldish green all the way around it. So it worked in my favor on that. And then when I was going to close it, because if you guys, and I'll show that on back now. Let me show you the back. So you can see where I just put it here. I don't need to put anything on the back because that is, I tried to line it up as I could, just left it. But if you guys know, with a search container, it has the wide open bottom for mini, and then for one, it has a small one. So what I did is, before I started Mod Podging, I took some series glue, and I took this just leftover ribbon of white satin I had, and I believe it's 1/4 of an inch. And what I did is I turned around and I just glued it down into that snap, and then I snapped it shut to make sure, and then I flipped it this way so it would glue in real tight. And then with all the Mod Podge, it's not going anywhere. So I want to show you. You guys know that I always do things unexpected. You probably saw a little white at the bottom. And this is how I'm going to prove to you that it is a surge container. The bonus of it is it smells like cinnamon. So if you guys get pine cones with cinnamon, it's awesome. So I thought, how cool is this? And if you get close enough to it, you can smell the cinnamon. So if you're doing spearmint and peppermint, and they have other flavors, it just came out beautiful. It smells so good. And the first thing out of my husband's mouth was, boy, that looked like it took a lot of time to do. And I said, well, to a point it did, to a point it didn't. You know, it's just, I think it took me about an hour to glue on all the flowers. But if I were to go and buy something like this, probably cost me $20, $25. And I don't think I have more than probably $8 in it. But you know, considering what it is, it's pretty big. You can see my hand. It's gorgeous. Now, of course, you guys, if you know me, I always do surprises on everything. And I couldn't just use the surge container and just leave it and seal it, though you can't. But the way I set it up, I plan on putting a goodie in the back. So I left it open. So if you had smell-o-vision, you can smell how lovely that is and how yummy. Oh God, it smells good. Oh, yummy, yummy. So it does give a fragrance to the flowers, and if you get close to it again, and with the fact that it'll close. Now, I know you can somewhat see that, but at the same time, it will be a present. So when I'm done with it, I can always seal it completely up for somebody, or they can turn and use it for a gift. I actually thought about making a whole bunch of these for maybe a craft show. Considering it cost me, what are the balls, like $1.68 for 6, so you can get 3 of those. Though the surge containers, I believe, are $2. When you look at it this way, you get candy out of it. So by the time you get done, the basic product will cost you $1.25. And if you don't have tissue paper, use newspaper. Newspaper's thin enough. Cut it down in strips. Cut them into chunks. I don't recommend triangles because they're a little more tricky. Some hot glue, some sealant glue, glossy accents. I have other products that I use. It comes out beautiful. Scrap ribbon. Seashells. If you don't have seashells, let me know. I live here around all these beaches, and I literally have a huge box full. But at the same time, Walmart, Joann's, AC Moore, and Michael's all have seashells. And I'm sure you have somebody that might have seashells that you can get it. All you need is 2 little seashells and some paint. And if you don't have purple paint, of course you can mix red and blue together. I actually, to darken it enough, actually put a little bit of black in it. It's one of the things when I taught art class for high school and middle school. It was a charter school, and they were special ed. They did very well at this stuff, and they loved it. The only thing I wouldn't let them touch is a hot glue gun, and that's because the one I used was super hot. Which, by the way, if anybody has a wide glue gun, I have some sticks. I would love to. It's not a lot of them, but I wouldn't mind doing a Happy Meal swap. So, you know, I don't have a use for them anymore. I did get rid of it. I sold the heavy duty one only because it's cordless. It was just, I get burned on it all the time. And I had started bad enough. I swear to God, if I get through anything that's hot, especially a glue gun, I tend to burn myself. That's why I got the rubber tips for my fingers when I start getting into something close. But anyway, I think it came out beautiful. And I'm not going to put it in the title what character this is. And that's because I want people to come and see it. Please share the challenge. I now have 3 prizes. It was originally 2. The grand winner, the first pick, will have the choice in $50 in product or $50 through PayPal. $50 or $50 in a gift card somewhere. And this is international for the money, whoever wants that gift card. It don't matter to me. Of course, it'll be transferred by American money, so how it turns out in your country all depends on the value of our dollar to your dollar. The second person, of course, the second prize is the $25 gift card, products, or PayPal straight up. If it's products, then I will mail it directly to you because all you gotta do is tell me what you want, and I have tons of it in my home. I have no problem sharing my stuff. And again, that would be the second pick. First and second pick, once again, gets to choose. The first one who gets chosen gets to pick between the 3. The second person gets to choose between the 2. Now, the third prize that I did not post up there, but came out of the ordinary here. I had 3 gift boxes full of goodies for crafting in my Thank You Subby giveaway. And I will post that link below once again. And the first two claimed. The first caller did. The second one, the first name, the first one got the large box. The second one got the second box, and the third box was never claimed. So that is now my third option. If you go back, and I will put not only the challenge below, but I'll also put the thank you giveaway in the bottom, and I look in the description, it'll be there. So you can go and look at what's in that third box. Now that's over $125 worth of products in that box. Now again, first person gets to choose between 3 options. Second person gets to choose between 2. And the last person that I draw will get the third one. But again, it's one of those things, I put a deadline on when you can claim. Once you don't claim, then I offer that up to the next time. So I'm hoping to put more challenges out here. It all depends on how many people here. So please share it, even if you don't. Maybe if somebody wins, you can say, hey, if you win because I showed you this, you know, let me have a little bit of it, or I'll swap you out. So here you go, guys. I really hope you like this one. I'm working on another one with unconventional products. I do believe that anybody can buy those stuff that I'm working on next time, just like what you see here. Again, you can go to almost any store and pick this up. Walmart is convenient to just about everybody, and Walmart is around the world. Craft stores will also have this stuff. So, and they may even have the search container. I know when I worked at Joann's, they definitely did. So, I mean, you really don't have a choice, guys. I mean, it's really easy. Think outside of the box, because if you think outside of the box, you come up with the most brilliant things to use. I can give you another idea. Why don't you use the big tape containers, the tape rolls? I was looking at using ribbon rolls, and I'm very famous for using ribbon rolls. Unfortunately, oh wait, I do, because I had to go out and buy some black. I might, you know what, I'll tell you what, I'm going to make one out of ribbon roll leftovers, and that way you guys can see that. So that'll be a third one that I will do. You're going to love what my mom's coming up with. That one will be shared directly to the page on Facebook. And when I get a chance to go home, I will share that with everybody when I can get to do a video, because my mom's not going to mail it to me. She's going to keep it. She loves my ideas. She and I come up with some of the wicked stuff, and I grew up that way. My mom and I come up with unconventional items, and I don't want to share that one until she posts it. I know when I post the winners, and make sure you see the challenge information and the box that was left over, that I will show. Even if it's just pictures or video links to where you can see it, I do require at least a picture. If you go to the challenge information, it will be able for me to do a video on everybody's stuff. And if you do a YouTube video and you do a video on it, I will be able to say, okay, this is number 1 in the pictures. Go to this link. So I'm going to be advertising your YouTube, your blog, whatever you would like me to do. This is me giving back to say thank you, because I believe my over 2,000 subbies is interested in what you make as well and how this challenge comes out. So again, I'm still challenging you to think outside the box. Use what you have, and you'd be surprised what you can make with it. I want to see, it doesn't have to be this big. It can be larger. It could be larger. I know there's a lot of big trees for businesses. It could be something for a little bitty tree. So don't think too hard on this. You guys are overthinking it. Don't overthink. I have yet to get an entry. I'm actually kind of disappointed in everybody. I try to give out as much as I can. I love to share with everybody else. And I want to put another fun thing out there, but I need to see if people are going to do this. I would love to have a couple dozen people do this. So again, I'm going to challenge you again. I'm putting the challenge out there because I have a couple that I did say that I will show you by the end of the month that will be an unconventional way. So I'd love to see somebody make this out of toilet paper rolls. And I know toilet paper rolls everybody has. So if anybody out there has a toilet paper roll, have fun, because I want to see what you can make with it. So, I mean, use outside the box. Think, ribbon, crayons. There are so many different ways. Challenge yourself. The only thing I ask is it cannot be flat like paper. Now, if it's multi-layers and little dimension, I want it at least 2-dimensional, not 1-dimensional. 2 to 3 dimensional is what I'm asking. If you want to do a 4 dimensional, have a little bit more fun. Depends on what your level is, but don't think too hard on this. This is fun. Now, I wanted to show you, and I have to take you off. I want to make sure I get the stuffed animal and put it next, or stuffed pillow, and put it next to the ornament that I made here. Now again, it doesn't have to be for Christmas. You can hang it in your window at home. You can hang it on your tree, but I wanted to show you how I got this idea. And I'm gonna pull it, I'm gonna grab my phone and bring you over to my couch. So if I block you out, my floor's dirty because I have to get to it. And I know this video is long, and I try not to. I got my bedroom floor done last night. I swear the dogs. Okay, so I wanted to show you this. Okay, so here's Ariel. And of course you can see her seashells, and I knew it without even looking at the pillow, that she used seashells on her boobies. And yes, I said boobies. Breast. What do you want me to say? I don't want to say the other word. It's just bad. So you can see her hair, and the hair matches. And then I thought, oh, well, looky here, it matches. And again, what I took is that shimmer mist, and it was this color, and I know you can't see it in this, it drives me crazy, but it is just lightly over it, and then the green works into it too. So I got the seashells, and she actually, I believe she wears pearl earrings. So that works in my favor too. And of course, you can't see the dress in this stuffed animal, but she's super cute. And I'm gonna put this next to it so you guys can see how this worked in my favor. See how cool? It's character themed. You don't have to do character theme. Go basic. I don't care. Use yarn. There's so many things out there. Don't be afraid. Anyway, so I hope you like my first share on the challenge. I'm hoping to see some entries. I know my mom is, and I think it's fair that she does, that she can be entered and be considered fair as anybody else because she's putting the work in. And again, it's a random draw with random.org. So I will see you on the flip side. I hope you enjoy the pictures. Come on over to my Facebook page. If you help me with the rest of the month in the first week of August and you've already signed up and you've already got the product done for what I'm theming next month in, and I already have it to where a picture, because you have to email me at charmingcustomcrafts@yahoo.com, at least a minimum of a picture. Email me and I'll explain it, or comment below. But if I have people that can help me and help me do my highlighted share, and there's a couple people that are new that has helped me with that. If you can help me with that, I will guarantee, and you have to already be, you have to like my my page on Facebook. If you do that and you stick with me, then I will give you an extra entry. Even if you don't do the challenge, if you help me with the next 3 weeks, I will automatically give you an entry into it. So if you don't feel that you can do the Mickey challenge, which, or not Mickey, the Mickey ears challenge, then just let me know. And I have Christmas in July right now, and I can tell you right now, next month is going to be Celebrate Month. Celebrate, you know, birthdays, Christmas, vacations, holidays, graduation, school starting, your family member in the military. It is Celebrate Month. So I want to see if you guys can do my challenge here. I would love to see you guys do it. I believe I have 4 optional entries, and I believe this is my 5th. But you have to be on the Facebook page, and you have to help me to share. It's very easy. Just a thing that goes with the theme of the month. It doesn't have to be necessarily theme. And I'll have to explain it if you're interested. But please let me know, and I will put you down for an entry. Once I have your picture, if you want to add a blog, a video link, just let me know. I will add it to it, and I will see you guys on the next video tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye, guys.